Hi, it's me, your favorite Harry Potter from Wish, or the maker of a game with a frog as a main character. I first of all want to start this video with saying a huge thanks to the massive support of you guys. You guys have been amazing and have been pushing me to work on my game constantly. It's been a week since I uploaded the last video, and I've gotten around 6k views and 600 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you so much for that. I also want to tell you guys that I made a Discord server where I keep you up to date with everything I do, like every small thing I add into the game, I keep you updated there. I also talk with you guys about game design or any questions that you might have. I will answer them there. Apart from that, I also made a section where you can share your projects and discuss about your projects with other people. If you want any help there, also just join my Discord server. Now we can finally start with the devlog. I haven't just been sitting on my ass and doing nothing. I've been actually working really hard on a lot of things, but I started with modeling a new prototype for a player character, which would be a turtle. It doesn't look stunning, but it was the first time I actually used instead of Blender. I basically have never used Blender apart from a couple of things I've modeled, but I am not a pro modeler, also, just don't forget that. But I decided to use something else, which is Nomad Sculpt on my iPad, which feels way better for me, but it was the first time I used it, so that model is not the best I've ever made. The biggest problem I've had with it is the coloring. I think I prefer actually Blender coloring over Nomad Sculpt, so I'm probably going to rework the coloring again on Blender later on, but I'm just gonna keep it as this for the moment. After that, I also made a new enemy, which is a skeleton. I made it also in Nomad, made it it actually looks really cool. I think this is the best model I've made yet. Problem is that everything is separated, so when I tried in Blender to add an armature, it didn't work because I didn't weight paint it, and I should do it, but I am just delaying it because I don't feel like it. I'll probably do it for the next video, but I have been putting it off every day, and I will probably do it for a couple more days. Next, I just wanted to do something that I shouldn't have been doing. For the people that don't know, the concept that I have as my game is having an open world RPG with a terrain that's procedurally generated, a bit like Minecraft, but no craft. No mine, just the world being procedurally generation. So I spent a couple of days on that, and with a couple of days I mean the majority of the whole time that I had. I first of all made it in blueprints. It started looking quite good. I was a big fan of it, but I had some limitations with blueprints, and because I'm not completely familiar with blueprints, I decided to transfer it over towards C++. Biggest mistake in my entire life. Let me tell you, I have had so many issues just trying to get it into C++. First of all, every time I fixed a bug, there was a new one that came. And I just, for actually, to be honest, I couldn't even open my project for 10 hours. Because for some reason, the C++ was completely breaking my whole project, and I was starting to stress because I thought I had lost all my progress. But at one point, it started working again, and I'm like, oh my god. Then I converted all my blueprint code over towards C++. After that, I tried to add my trees into the terrain generation, which absolutely made this landscape so much better. I decided to add also some water. For that, I wanted to create my own water shader. I should have just probably taken the standard water shader and then changed it later on. But I was stubborn, and I am really bad at making decisions, so I made my own, which took me again a couple of hours. For some reason, the distance to nearest surface it does not work on my procedurally generated terrain, because I added some gorgeous foam that would just go onto the shore, and for my terrain, it just didn't want to work. So yeah, if you have any idea why that is, can you please tell me in the comment section, because I spent way too much time on trying to figure out why that is, and I'm kind of done with it. But after having spent like 5 to 6 days on just procedurally generating my terrain, I decided I would delay it again and start working on something different, because I was starting to feel burned out just on working on that terrain generation, and it was already looking kind of decent. So I just thought, let's just keep it separate and do something else instead. And so instead, I decided to clean up all my code for my player, which at the same time would also fix my slime, because if you remember, my slime was broken. That was because I had different actors set up for every class, and now I have put everything into one actor, which chooses the different classes, which is way more easier, and the slime starts working again. So that's absolutely perfect. Something I spent a couple of hours on, and I started stressing on, because like, why was it not working anymore? The last thing I added to the game was also a day and night cycle, because day and night cycle. spectacle. It just looks stunning. Like, look at this. Just look. Imagine playing the game and just seeing the sunrise like that. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, that's all I added for this devlog. I know it's not that much. Absolutely not that as much as I did in the previous one. But yeah, I just wanted to share my progress with you guys. I also want to tell you guys that I'll probably not upload as frequent now, and I'll just keep everyone updated on my Discord server instead and make bigger devlogs, so with 2 to 3 weeks between them. But the procedural world generation was for me something that was really big, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. So I just would really appreciate it if you leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't, so that you can follow me on this journey on creating my dream game. I would really appreciate it, and thank you so much for everyone who's helping me, and see you next time. Bye bye.